Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and this is Worth the Read, where we talk about books that are worth your time reading. Today's video is my 2020 booktube and life goals. So today I'll be talking about some of the goals that I'm setting for myself for my booktube channel as well as my regular life. I don't believe in resolutions because you break them. I think that people, as soon as they add the word resolution in their minds, they're subconsciously already realizing that this is something they're not going to accomplish or something they cannot obtain. And I don't believe in that. So I set goals for myself and I set a path and an outline on how to achieve these goals. So let's get right into it. Goal number 1, be more consistent with my booktube, my booktube's Instagram, my Goodreads. Be more consistent in my booktube world with my YouTube channel. Last year I started off very strong. I shoot my videos every Sunday. And then by around May, I was going through a lot of personal things with my job and my mental health in connection with my job. And I just kind of stopped reading. And I realized that reading is one of the things that keeps me mentally sane out here in this world that we're in 2020. So I need to make it a priority to find the time to read. I am not a booktuber that just likes to throw videos at you. I want to have something to talk about. So it takes me longer to create videos because I just don't want to get up here and just do hauls and just throw stuff at you. So I want to focus on being more consistent, being back to my every Sunday schedule, videos dropping every Monday, booktube, me posting my books that I'm reading on my Instagram and things like that. So, and keeping up with my Goodreads list. I start and then I stop because I'm doing a million things at one time all the time. So small things like updating my Goodreads list tends to fall by the wayside. So this year I'm going to focus on being more consistent with my YouTube channel, building my YouTube brand, and getting more content out there to my booktube subscribers, more covers and cocktails because I love doing covers and cocktails, and more books versus the movies. Things like that. So those are my goals as far as being more consistent in life and booktube. Goal number 2, read 30 books. That was my number for last year. I think I hit 20, but like I said, I stopped reading around May-ish and really didn't pick up reading again until September. So I kind of knew when I updated my Goodreads list that the likeliness of hitting my goal for last year was not going to happen. It will happen this year. I do not fail twice at anything. So I learned from the first mistake and I adapt and I make it work. So this year I will be hitting my booktube book list goal of 30 books. One of my life goals for this year came about kind of because I've lost my job. Once we kind of realized that we were being kicked out of the school that we were working in, everybody was asking me, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? You fell into education and that's not what you went to college for. If you don't know, I went to school for business marketing and fashion merchandising. I again fell into education. It was during the recession. That's a whole nother story. But what do you want to do? And I sat down and I really racked my brain and thought about the things I love to do the most at the job I was currently in. And that was planning events for my students, planning trips, planning curriculum that they can do, planning fundraisers. And then it hit me, it's like, duh, actually, event management. Like you did it in college. I was the head of like the fashion organizations and we would have fashion shows and I was the program coordinator for fashion shows and parties and things like that. You did it when you moved to New York. When you worked in the fashion industry, your main focus was management, event management. So go back to what you love to do, event management. The only issue is when you have a job that you've done unprofessionally, not unprofessionally, but the job that you've done in the past that you don't have any professional experience in, but you have experience in it within a job that has nothing to do with that job. People don't want to take a chance on you. They see in your resume you have some event management experience that pertains to the job that you were working in, but they don't see what they want to see. So I literally Googled event management master's program, and their Temple University in the city that I lived in has one. And there are not many event management master's programs. And I just thought it was a sign from God that this is what you really want to do. This has always been what you wanted to do. Go with it. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm applying for Temple's event management master's program, and hopefully I get in. I don't doubt that I won't get in. I'm claiming that I will get in, and that is one of my goals for 2020 is to get my master's in event management, and really just so that I can put it on my resume, so I can, when I apply for these event management jobs, they see that I have the credentials to do it. Goal for my booktube life is to finish books that I have started. I have the tendency to start a book, get along, and then decide, oh, I'm not in the mood, or I don't feel like reading it, or even when I'm enjoying it, but I just am no longer in the mood for the subject, I stop reading. And there are two books in particular that I've been trying to finish for years. One is The Circle, which is a trilogy. This book is about almost 600 pages. 333 pages in, and I have not picked this book up. Started reading this book, I think 3 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. I already had the other two books in the series. I just need to stop procrastinating and finish reading this book. Another book that I probably started reading over 10 years ago. I purchased this book in college. So over 10 years ago, and that's my husband's girlfriend. And you might have seen this book in my recent videos. I started reading it again and stopped again. I don't know if it's because of the context, and I just feel like it's uncomfortable to read about a woman who allowed her husband to get a girlfriend because sexually she has a issue where she can't get aroused and things happen. So she, instead of leaving her husband, she allowed him to get a girlfriend, and he ends up getting his girlfriend pregnant, which breaks the rules of their agreement. That's what this book is about, and I'm only 30 pages in, and I just cannot, it just gets on my nerves. Like, I find myself screaming at this book and at this wife and at this husband and rolling my eyes and snaking my neck, and I'm just like, and I put it down. So I need to finish this book. I just need to finish it. It's been over 10 years. That is absolutely ridiculous, and I need to finish this book. Goal number 5. I need to cook more. I spend a lot of money eating out. And one of my goals this year is to save money. I save a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. I am known in the family to be someone who hoards money. Like, I just going through things when I used to live in New York during the recession and being broke and literally being broke and having to, do things and save and scrunch. I never want to get back to that. So I save money. I hold on to money like it's ridiculous. But I spend a lot of money on food eating out. Only because I'm single, I have no children, and I live alone. And sometimes me being Afro-American, and we tend not to know how to cook in small portions. So even when I try to cook in small portions, it's a lot of food, and it just sits, and I'll end up eating it for days and days and days and days, and I end up throwing away and wasting a lot of food. So I tend to eat out because it's just like, it's easier. I don't have to spend my time cooking, and once it's a single portion, I can eat it for a couple days and then it's done. But I want to stop doing it and invest in stocks and build my portfolio. So if I cut down on eating out, I can use that money that I'm spending on buying food and put it into investments. So it's a whole logic behind it. I just need to cook more. I can cook. I was taught how to cook. I cook very well. I just don't do it. And I need to. Next two goals have direct connection to running a YouTube channel. I need to learn how to use my camera better. I have a Lumix G7 and I know how to do the basics with this camera. But I know people tell me it's an amazing camera. I can do so much. I need to learn how to use my camera. So if there's anybody out there who can tell me where I can go to learn how to use this camera, I know there's probably online schools and stuff that teach you how to use your cameras to the best of their abilities. I need to do that. I also need to purchase a new laptop. I started my booktube channel in 2017. I think the Christmas of 2017 is when I started physically setting it up. And I did it on my laptop. My laptop sucks. It was not meant to do video editing and doesn't have a graphics card that's strong enough, and it takes me at least 2 hours for stuff to render for my videos, and it's just getting ridiculous, and I need a new laptop. So that's my goals: learn how to use my camera and save to purchase for a new laptop. Laptops are expensive, and maybe if I accomplish the eating out less, I can also have money to put towards saving for a new laptop. And it's not just like any laptop. When you're a content creator, you need a laptop that can support what you're doing. And those laptops are expensive. Period. Like, we're talking over $2,000. That's a lot of money. So I need to focus on saving to get a new laptop and learning how to use my camera. Another one of my booktube focus goals is to finish the book series Proud to Plan. Proud to Plan book series is a book series that I started years ago, and I think Ashley Antoinette, who's the author of the Proud to Plan, is done. Hopefully she is done with writing books in this series. I think we're on book 7. I need to finish this series. I would love to finish the series, but you know how sometimes when you're reading books, unlike the Harry Potter series, the longer the series goes, the more ridiculous and just like, really, are we doing this? And I kind of think I feel like that about the Proud to Plan series. I love the book. I have reread the first 3 books multiple times. But at this point, I'm just like, all right, I want you to finish it. Wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. So as a fan of the series, I am going to finish reading this series and any other book series that I have started that I have not finished. So that's the goal for this year: finish my book series that I want to finish. It is a 2020 goals without people talking about weight loss. Now, if you haven't noticed, since I've started my booktube channel, I have lost a lot of weight. The reason I had the time to start my booktube channel is in 2017, I decided, was it 2017 or 2018? 2017. I decided, December of 2017, I decided to get the sleeve surgery. Now, I know some people feel certain type of way about weight loss surgery, whatever. I have been plus size my whole entire life. From a child to an adult, my whole life. Teen, my whole life. I am also a person who's always worked out, always played sports. I swim. I'm a lifeguard. I'm a swim teacher. I take ice skating lessons. I've been taking ice skating lessons for 3 years now because my goal has always been to learn how to ice skate since I was a young child. So I decided to do that as an adult. I work out at least 4 to 5 times a week, and we're not talking about class. Like, I'm talking about 2 to 3 hours in the gym workout. So my weight has always consistently still been an issue. So I decided to I was over it. For my 30th birthday, I lost like 40, 50 pounds. And for my birthday party in particular, and I worked out. It took 1.5 years to do. And I was slowly gaining the weight back. And I just had enough. And I decided it was over. Like, this is over. And I went to a meeting and decided that the sleeve weight loss surgery would work for me, and it did. And 2 years into it, I still have not reached my goal, which was to be under 200 pounds. And I know that sounds like still a lot, but for someone who's been plus size their whole entire life, that is a goal for me. I have 4 pounds to go, and I want to knock that out. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. And if you want to know more about the sleeve surgery or my journey in this surgery, if you're a subscriber, there's a million people on YouTube that had channels specifically for weight loss surgery and things like that. But if you want to know, just comment below and I'll totally tell you about it. I don't have a problem talking about it because it was my journey, and I have the tendency to feel like if you do not know what it's like to be plus size your whole entire life and not be, because people feel like if you're plus size, well, stop eating so much, stop eating junk, stop. I did not eat a lot of junk. Yes, I am addicted to sugar, I know that, but I wasn't overeating. I don't eat a lot. I guess it's just genetics. I have plus size women running my family, and it's been a battle my whole life. I worked out consistently, and I just could not keep the weight off or get to a comfortable weight. So I have 4 more pounds to lose to hit my goal, and hopefully that will happen in the next month or so. But that's another goal for 2020, to continue this weight loss journey, because even when you have the surgery, it's still work. It's still a job. It's still something that I have to punch in and punch out every day to remain focused on losing the weight and working out and staying healthy. So last 2 goals, I think, are 9 and 10, or we might be on a 10, 11, or whatever. My last 2 goals are, 1, focus on my mental health and my spiritual being. I am not a religious person, meaning religion is a construct. It has foundation, the walls, it keeps you in the box. I'm a spiritual person. I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. But I also believe that we can be spiritual outside of the restrictions in every specific religion. So I want to continue to take my spiritual walk with God, and my mental health. I know what I need to maintain a healthy mental mind and being. So I need to focus on that this year. The end of last year, again, was hard, and it kind of broke me down. So I just need to focus on building myself back up mentally. And that's the main focus, period. I tell people all the time, if you're mentally not together, you can't be mentally together for anybody else, for your job, for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones. Get yourself together first. And my last goal for 2020 is to travel more. I traveled a lot in the past couple years, and then all of a sudden I just stopped. Like, I always travel in the United States, like go here, go there, but abroad. I need to renew my passport, which I have been procrastinating at doing, and I need to travel more. I love the beach. My end of life goals when I retire is to move to the beach. I just mentally, that's where I feel the most like myself. So I need to travel more. I need to get out and experience the world outside of the United States. I don't know how that's going to go with the fact that our president may have just started World War III and the restrictions we might have on traveling. And not saying I was planning on going to that place, but just traveling in general, I want to do more of. Traveling makes me happy. Seeing other cultures, eating other people's food. I'm a foodie at heart. So, that's it, guys. If you like this video, comment below. Tell me your 2020 goals. Not your resolution, your goals. Things that you plan on working on and put in practice and outline to achieve. Those are my 2020 goals. If you have goals like mine, let me know. Let's have a conversation. If you've had the weight loss surgery, let me know. Let's have a conversation. If you were thinking about getting the weight loss surgery and you really want to ask me some questions, DM me. I'll answer. I'll talk. I'm very open about it. I do not hide it. That's it. I'm currently reading The Circle. I think I'm currently reading it. That's the book I selected after Slay that I've just finished to start reading. And again, I said I've been reading this book for years. I don't know if I'm going to continue or I might put it down again. But again, my goal is to finish the book. So I should be currently reading The Circle. I don't want to. I just know I don't want to read that book. But I need to finish it. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you're doing, how's it going, and the part of the world you're in. Peace out from Philly. Bye, guys.